Die Vampire und Lykaner liegen seit Jahrhunderten im Krieg und verwandelten unsere Welt in ein Schlachtfeld.
Werdet ihr mir folgen?
When Selene first met Viktor, she was a broken woman because she lost her family, and now she's a warrior who still tries to do the right thing and protect her daughter. How important was it to, keep her humanity alive?
Very. I mean, that's sort of the whole point of the movie, I think. I mean, that's that she starts the first movie in this kind of struggle of, sort of losing a father figure, and her whole worldview is really different. So every movie there's something like that kind of pulls the rug out from under Selene's feet, and we very much have that in this. But that's what I think I like about her. I think that she is an immortal, but her humanity is like the coolest thing about her.
What do you think she would be now if she wouldn't have a daughter?
I don't know. She has that.
Yeah.
That's kind of important. I don't know. What would she be fighting for? Maybe she'd be in the Maldives. She can be in the sun now. Maybe she'd be on holiday.
Yeah, sure. Patrick Tetopoulos once told me that he can't imagine Underworld without Viktor.
Right.
And we have now great new villains. What do you think how challenging it became, to create new villains that are as exciting as Viktor was?
I mean, I think that's part of the fun of it. I think that's one of the things that when people think, oh, we're going to do another Underworld, obviously you want to find the adversary that's, that's the coolest. And I love our new adversaries in this one. We've got a female in Laura Pulver, and we've got Tobias in it, and he's sort of more in the vein of Michael Sheen's character. I feel like he's got a really kind of commanding Lycan presence, which I feel like we've missed a little bit.
Everyone wants to be as powerful as possible because they don't want to get killed.
Right.
So when it comes down to Selene and her daughter, it seems that the whole powerness is a total curse. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something that's one of the things that keeps the character, stays interesting for me, that, she's always in kind of a struggle. I think she really would like to be a human, and all this stuff has kind of happened to her. So yeah, I think she's really good at it, but I think she'd rather have a quiet life.
What's really exciting about the movie is also that the franchise offers many hidden messages, like Outcasts and equality and all stuff. Do you believe that the horror genre, offers the perfect possibilities to hide those kind of messages, maybe even more than other genres?
I don't know if they're even necessarily conscious on the part of the people writing them at the time. I just think a lot of people who are attracted to this kind of movie do feel a bit like Outcasts, and that's quite a big group. In fact, I think most people feel like that. It's just that the people who are fans of these kind of movies tend to admit it, I think. So I think that I think if there's a message in a movie, I think it tends to come by accident. I don't think people sit down and go, right, let's make a movie where we, let's make a sort of Lady Gaga movie. I don't think we do that.
So there was a funny question from a fan at the New York Comic Con where he asked you about a crossover with Blade.
Yeah.
If that would have ever happened, would you have preferred, a Blade and Selene, or a Blade versus Selene kind of film?
Yeah, I don't really know. We did actually discuss that a few years ago, thinking that would be a really cool idea. But I think the studio had its own plans for Blade, so they weren't really doing that. But I think versus is always kind of fun.
Yeah, so no love and friendship there.
Yeah.
Do you still like the idea of a crossover? Can you imagine, the world of Underworld collide with the world of another movie franchise?
I can imagine it because I think it happens a lot these days. But I think we're so lucky that we're, like I say, we're original movie and we're not attached to source material. I think it's quite nice to stay, pure.
Yeah. And Len once told me that there was a television show, in the works, a spin-off series. Can you say anything about it?
I don't know anything about that.
Really?
So, yeah.
So it's at the moment it's.
I don't know. Maybe it's. I've really no idea. I'm not attached to that. So.
Yeah. Okay. One of the great things I think about the Underworld franchise, which is very exciting, is that the fan base is getting bigger and bigger. So
right.
every movie with Selene was able to make more. And these days, sequels come out faster and faster. You feel like, but the hype goes away as fast as it came. What do you think? Why Underworld was able to to go this way, while other franchises went this way?
I don't know. I think there's a very basic thing where people like a movie where it really works, where a woman is in the lead of a movie like this. But I also think there's so much kind of history and mythology, and we get great English actors coming in playing bad guys, and all of that. So I think there's just a lot of elements that keep it. Each movie is a new thing, and sometimes people don't like, there was a lot of people who weren't very keen on the fact where it went a little bit more contemporary, but I feel like they're very much with us. I think our fans are very, very involved in the whole thing, so I think they really care about the characters and all of that, and I think it's a fun couple of hours to spend in the movie theatre. It's quite nice to see monsters killing monsters, and we're so worried about the actual world and people killing each other. There's a kind of cathartic, we don't have to feel bad about this, these are monsters.
Ich bin noch nicht fertig mit diesem Krieg.
Selenes Blut ist der Schlüssel. Damit sind wir unbesiegbar.
Da die Lycaner stärker werden, fürchte ich, wird weit mehr Blut fließen als jemals zuvor.
Wir kämpfen für unseren Orden. Unmöglich.